But the angel of the Lord goes and picks a hot coal and cleanses the lips of Isaiah. There was no accurate prophecy, inasmuch as what he spoke was true. Accurate prophecy must speak the heart of God. It must speak the holiness of God. For without holiness, no one will see God. Isaiah was already a prophet. From verse 1, in chapter 1 up to chapter 5, he still was a prophet. But it is only in chapter 6 that we see him being taken unto the presence of the Lord. And he says his lips felt unclean on account of interfacing the very presence of the Holy God. And from that point onwards, after cleansing of his lips, he became a prophet who speaks the absolute counsel of God, not only ending God. It is true. We need to go beyond it is true and say it is truth, because we serve the God who ought to be served in spirit and in truth. True is okay, but we need to stretch it to truth. Beyond it is true, oh man of God. You man, I see you come from a place called Kawembe. It is true. I see your phone number ends with 345. It is true. I see you are 3 people in your family, and the firstborn is you. It is true. That is okay to have that true. But we need to stretch it to a level of it is truth thing. Because we serve a God who is a God of truth. Prophet Isaiah was a prophet of it is true from chapter 1 up to chapter 5. It is only chapter 6 that it is true grew to it is the truth of God. True prophecy not only tells us what is true about us, but it also pushes us into knowing the Holy God. For without holiness, no one will see God. So you need to go beyond. It is true. Papa, it is true. Man of God, it is true. Thank you for it is true. But what lips are we speaking truth with? Are they cleansed lips? Then, how do you respond to situations on earth? If we see pride and flamboyance, it means we are still at the wrong side of 1 Corinthians 13:11. For when I was a child, I spoke like a child. Now that I have become a man, I put away childish things and begin following hard after Jesus. Following hard after the truth of God beyond it is true. Behold, it has touched your lips, and your guilt has been taken away. Hallelujah. That is why David makes a statement and says, let the meditation of my heart and the words of my mouth be pleasing unto you. This word makes David a very different man of God, because he understood the secret of growing in stature, in the spirit, to a point of what you speak being affected by what your heart is full of. That's why he prayed and said, God, let the meditation of my heart and the words of my mouth be pleasing unto you. It was a prayer he made. In other words, among the prayer requests he had a prayer request that had everything to do with Lord, transform me. So the meditation of my heart and the words of my mouth can be pleasing unto you. That is true prophecy. The Bible declares, then we will no longer be infants, tossed about by the waves and carried around by every wind of teaching, by clever and cunning men.